Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as the German Empire. So sorry we are about a day late on restarting the series. We did have a very successful weekend for the house shopping. The wife and the kids did end up coming with me. Wasn't sure if they were going to come or not. They decided they did want to come along. And we actually found quite a few houses that we were interested in, that we would be happy making an offer on. So we had a lot of choices this time, where last time we really just had the one house, the one that we did end up making an offer on, and then eventually losing when we lost the sale of our own house. But this time we had a lot more options. We selected the house we liked the most and made an offer. However, it was an incredibly challenging process, the negotiating. The seller was just being very difficult, making all kinds of very kind of strange demands. Like she wanted us to purchase all of her personal property, which we had no interest in any of it. And she wanted us to buy it all from her for like thousands and thousands of dollars, or like increasing the sell price, which, if you wanted to ask for more, you should have had a higher asking price. You don't wait till you have an offer and then you start increasing the offer price for no reason and no gain for us. So the negotiations were incredibly challenging, and they took place over the course of over a day of us going back and forth with counters. So that's the reason why we didn't have a video on Wednesday. It's just because I was dealing with this very difficult seller, where she was just again just making the process more challenging than it needed to be, I feel. But we eventually got something worked out. It wasn't quite what we wanted, but at least we kind of got rid of some of the really bad demands that she had. I guess her agent kind of got it into her head that like nobody wants to buy your crap from you. But here we are on Thursday, and the DLC comes out on Tuesday. So even if I do a video on Monday, when I don't typically do videos, that's only 5 more episodes. And believing that we're going to get the French, the British, and the Russians defeated in just 5 videos, I don't think that's very likely. So what I'm going to try and do here, guys, is I'm going to try and have like multiple videos on a few days. Obviously not today, but maybe this weekend, try and put like 2 videos out if I can. So we can try and get some more episodes out, so that hopefully we can get done with the series before Tuesday. But I don't think that putting out longer videos is the way to go, simply because these episodes already take a really long time to render, edit, particularly to upload and let YouTube process. They take forever due to the current length. So I don't think that's the best way to go. It'd be better to separate it into 2 episodes. And then what I'd probably do is like have one come out at the usual time and then one come out a bit later in the day. So that's the plan. We'll see if we can get it done in time. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. I've already set these up here. We got to let the troops all move around, of course. The planes all move around. And we'll be declaring war once we get some of the stuff constructed here, guys. I don't know how we're going to be looking on time, because there's a lot of stuff I'd like to get built here. Remember, once we get down to the fortifications we're going to use, looks like we're already building one fortification as it is. Once we get some of this done here, though, we're going to dismantle those Czechoslovakian forts in order to construct a little bit faster here. So maybe once we got 2 lines going, I just don't want to waste it because it's not a lot of time, if I'm not mistaken. So we want to make sure that it's when we're really constructing mostly forts. So I mean, we're about to get, well, the supply hub takes a while, but yeah, we're going to get some more of these pushed down into the fortifications, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I don't know where we're going to be at on the actual date here, so that could become a problem. But yeah, we don't want to jump into this conflict when we're not ready to, because you can see the sheer number of divisions the French and the British have. There's a lot. So we already got the concentrated industry. Let's go after construction 5. That'd be useful for all these things we're building. Which our factory should be busy for a long time. Got a lot of stuff in here that I want to get built. I also already have troops. You'll see these guys here. They're already moving to all of our colonial possessions. Kind of wrap around the world and show you guys what we're going to be doing on that front as soon as we get these techs selected. So we got the armor-piercing capped medium shell. We're going to continue getting research for the passive bonuses for the ships, because of course, we're obviously going to have a lot of trouble in the seas. We're going to be outnumbered, I think, even with the assistance of the Italians. I think these passive modifiers would be very helpful, though, of course, we're probably going to rely primarily on our naval bombers for taking out the enemy fleets. So we've also got the Heart Attack and Piercing, which I have seen some tanks on the enemy lines, so that could be helpful. Let's get the Land Night Attack. That's at 10% bonus, so we'll get that. Let me just double check that there wasn't anything else that we needed more here. No, we could get the bonuses for the Special Forces, but I don't think that should be the priority. Alright, so let's go ahead and show you guys where we're sending troops. So we got troops coming over here to hold this territory just in case. You know, we don't know who might end up trying to attack here, particularly if the Americans end up going to war with us. Which, if the Americans do join into the conflict against us, we probably won't be able to defeat them before the end of the series, guys. I just don't expect that to happen. That was never really one of the goals for this campaign. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't cause any problems here, because they're trying to demand this. But you know, they're a subject, so I'm not entirely sure why they think they can demand stuff from us. They want Slovakia, and I say no, out of the question. So we'll see what happens there. I'll just have to go over there and fight the Hungarians real quick. You know, they're subjects, so I would think they're limited on what they can do here. Yeah, we're sending 2 troops over there because that is really important. You know, obviously want to make sure we keep possession of this aluminum here. We should probably build some fortifications there as well, though not a priority. We're not going to push it up to the top or anything. But yeah, we will build those there. I think that'd be helpful. It's 100% bonus there as well. We're going to get the coastal forts. I don't think there's any chance of attack from land. So yeah, just build the coastal forts there. And then over here, just sending the 3 divisions. We're only going to protect Sumatra, and even 3 divisions protecting each one of these ports is really not going to be all that helpful. But yeah, we're going to give this up here if they join the communist faction, which you would think they'd be inclined to do so, because they like the British and they're very communist. So I'm not going to protect Borneo, guys. If they take this from us, it'd be unfortunate, but we're stacked on rubber. I mean, we got a lot, so we could probably lose that and be fine. But yeah, we're just not going to be able to protect all this because I just don't have the troop numbers. Not when we have to protect the Russian borders as well. But we will be sending we'll be sending 1 division over here and building forts over there as well to try and hold on to it. I don't know who would attack us, but you know, China could. They got a lot of troops around here. Japan as well. We don't know what's going to happen with that because of the Russians. So I'll try and hold on to it, but I'm just not willing to send a ton of troops over to these colonial territories. Instead, we're going to rely mostly on fortifications to try and give us the edge. I want to make sure we're not having any supply issues over here, because if we are, then we want to fix that situation. And I'll show you what we're doing on these attacks here in a minute. Looks like we finished constructing something. I'm not entirely sure what. How are we doing on the trains? We've got plenty of trains, so the fact that we're not building here, we don't have a factory assigned, is fine. But what did we finish building? Let me just take a look here, because I'm not entirely sure. So probably wasn't submarines, it was his battleship. Okay. And we also got that attack cruiser done, but we're going to continue building those, of course. So let's go ahead and put these over here. We're not going to train these up, guys. We could let them train. I just don't want to get damaged at all. Yeah, I really don't want them to get damaged. I guess you could put them in a separate... Yeah, I suppose that's something you can do. If we put them into like a separate fleet here, and then just put the ones that need to be trained. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll get those training up over here. And is there anything else we need to do? It looks like that's a no, but if we do want to build another battleship, then now would be the time. So yeah, let's go and do that. We'll get one more going, guys. So we want the restoration, and I don't think there's any improvements here that we've gotten. Pretty sure everything's good to go. Oh, we got a radar actually, so we do have an improvement to make. Let's go ahead and make that adjustment now. So we will add the new radar on there, and again, that's probably it. You don't have the guns. Yeah, everything's good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and save that, and then we'll get some battleships with new radar out there. So let's just pull these from the submarines. We only want to build one of those, and we're going to deploy it over here as usual. So with the land cruisers, I guess we just want to build one more of these then, so we can put the radar on those. And the submarines, do we have radar on those? I don't think we do. I think we put the snorkels instead. Yeah, just wanted to make sure, because in that case we want to get those updated as well. So we're in June right now. As far as where we're at on the building, we're working on forts now. I should have gotten this decision done. So let's go and do that. We're going to dismantle the checklist volume forts. Remember, this is only 180 days that we get this bonus. And so we want to be mostly building forts while we do that. So that's what we're working on now. And we can even tick up forts here if we get all these constructed. Just to get those done while we're getting the bonus, because it's a nice bonus. I don't know if we can see it here. It's 20% on land and coastal forts, and we'll have it till the end of December. So yeah, we'll want to make use of those as much as we can. So we got the anti-air upgrade here, so this is going to give us some air attack. So is that it for... Nope, we got one more for the 42, the tank destroyers, or the anti-tank stuff. So I guess we can go ahead, and we're not using these here, but yeah, we could get the 10%. I'm hesitant on doing that first and not going with one of these ones instead, like the better anti-air. Yeah, that would be an option. Just go for these and the artillery. It'd probably be more useful, actually, because yeah, again, there are some tanks. We'll do the artillery first. And what does this give us besides the bonuses? The autoloader, which increases the breakthrough in the defense for a very high production cost, and the heavy howitzer. So, might want to put those on the self-propelled. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth it or not. We might have to take a look at it, examine it. But yeah, we currently got the tanks here, and I think we actually have... Yeah, we got a couple training that we want to put into this army here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and push forward here. It's going to be into the forest. There's nowhere else really to attack that's better here. And then here, the idea is to attack these two plains provinces where the tanks will do very well. Well, I guess that's a forested one. I was thinking this was plains. Well, you have the plains here, and then yeah, you got the forest. But we won't go into that one. We'll probably just go into this one and try and push forward here towards Paris, and eventually maybe cut off all the troops on the Maginot. And then you know, it's gonna be rough trying to get those guys destroyed just because of those high-level forts, but we'll see what we can do. Now, of course, that's all under the idea that we'll actually be able to push forward, which I don't actually know if we will be able to or not because of how many troops there are. We'll just have to see. I think you should throw enough tanks into it, then probably. So as far as what we want to get here, I mean, this will be helpful so we can get that construction done. And we can always switch out of it once we're done with all this construction, since that's all we're waiting on right now. And then go over to the autonomy and subjects, reducing that. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. Let's go to this so we can construct a little bit faster, because we're kind of waiting on all this stuff. And then this will help with the forts as well. So if we just knock that out, when, you know, I said knock it out, we don't ever finish it. It's the continuous focus. But yeah, if we just spend a bit of time on that, just until we get some of this stuff done here. So the cruisers is the thing that we're looking to upgrade here. So let's go and get these guys changed out. Their radar. I don't think there's anything else for them, because yeah, there's no anti-air or anything. So it's just the radar. Oh, and what happened to the D? Did I delete it? Oh yeah, I messed it up here. There we go. So yeah, let's go and get the radar in there. And again, that's all we need. So we'll go and put those guys on here and get them deploying here, and then put all the dockyards into it like so. And yeah, that looks good to go. I suppose we can go ahead and take that cruiser we just built and put them into our little training fleet over here. Just let these guys train up. That's getting us some naval experience. And you know, the fleet I put back in, as you can see here. They're not out there anymore. I'm gonna let them get all repaired up and stuff. And planes, we've got them. I mean, I've been really stacking on here. I don't know how much room we got in these. Let me just see here if we can move any more planes over here, because we actually have a ton of planes. Just a stupid number of planes, guys. So let me just see here. This is all close air support, right? So we'll move some fighter over there, a fighter wing. All right, so we'll get one fighter wing going over there. But yeah, we are just absolutely stacked. I've got like tons of planes over here training. We got a lot of planes, my friends. Quite a few planes. Now the problem is lack of air bases. When we got this air base here, we can help out there, send just one air wing, maybe fighters, or you know, I'm gonna send 2 air wings. In fact, let's send a close air support and a fighter wing over here. Yeah, we really stacked them in. This one's probably close enough to assist there. Yeah, we got currently have the naval bombers there, but We could probably throw a couple wings over there as well. Why not? So let's go and take, what is this? This is tactical bombers. We'll put them with the rest of the tactical bombers. We're actually have a ton of them training right now, so we've actually stacked up a little bit too high there. So what we might want to do is let the training ones go over here. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll move these guys over here. All right, excellent. So move those, and then what we can do is put maybe another fighter wing over here with some close air support. Just kind of send all the planes to the front here, and just hope that that's going to be enough. I don't really know how they're going to look as far as our planes go. I assume they're going to have a lot, like we do. So we got the field hospitals. Excellent. We're just going to continue researching these guys, the support companies. Let's go for... Well, we got the stuff we really needed here. Let's go for the logistics next. That'd be helpful. Though you can see we're not having any supply problems all up on this front, which is excellent. I was kind of worried about this one here in Switzerland. I didn't really know how we'd be doing, but we're fine. Absolutely fine. How are we doing on getting this construction done? We're doing pretty good. Some of this stuff we really want to get constructed before we start the war, guys. Like, not all of it, but the fortifications up along this front here. You want to get, like, some of those done at least in every single province, I think. So what you could do is to make sure that you're getting some done. You can move those up to the top a little bit. You know, we're getting the coastal forts. A lot of these are kind of high level, so they're going to take a while now. Yeah, they'll take a little while to get done. We are able to get an operative. Seems our operative was killed. I must have missed that notification. Wasn't a really good operative, so that's good. We'll probably just get another commando here. Or, yeah, we got a commando who's also tough and is got the British nationality. So you got a seducer in a commando, but she's Polish. And then an infiltrator in the commando, and he's Bulgarian. So I feel like the British guy is probably the best one for us to get right now. Which one did we lose? We have the French one, and we have the Russian one, so it's actually the British guy that we lost. So I suppose that kind of works out well for us, since he's the one with the British nationality. So should be much better, you know, over here in Britain than the former guy who was captured and killed, unfortunately. We do have some stuff done over here. Looks like it's infantry. So I think these guys need to go over here on this front, if I'm not mistaken. Because, yeah, we don't have a lot over here. Though, as you can see, it's not really a bad situation over here because the Russians don't have any troops here. But, yeah, we do need to get another front going over there. We have 3 over here. We could also put them into this Yellow Army front, I suppose, if you wanted to build it completely up. But these guys have the forts, so that's really not the issue. I'm not really too concerned about it. You might just want, like, maybe 3? 3 in every province? Or at least 2. And you can see we don't have that here, though I don't know if we send one over there, that's where they're going to go. But yeah, we'll go and take a couple of these, just put them over here for now. We need an entire army to send over to the east. I'm just going to wait before we do that, guys. It does look like there are some supply issues over here for some troops. Okay, well, I think some of this has to do with allied troops, is what I'm thinking. So what we could do to just fix this, or actually it's probably the motorization. We should probably make sure that we've got all these troops set to full motorized here. We've got a ton of trucks, and that's why we got them. So let's set them all to full motorized, so that hopefully this won't be an issue. Okay, so as far as trucks go, we got a lot, so I'm not too concerned about it, guys. And that should fix any supply issues. Maybe not. So what we might have to do is, just where these guys are located, like, stop supply to our allies. I'm just a little bit surprised that there's any supply issues here. I think it's just a sheer number of troops, so maybe just toggle off allied supply there, and they'll move away. We don't really need them there, honestly. But hopefully that'll fix it. I'm not really seeing any adjustments here, but yeah, we're in August now. We still have not started the war up yet. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should just wait until next year. But, I mean, they're building up just as quick as we are. You know, they're getting all their stuff going, too. So, yeah, I kind of just want to get it started here. And just, we'll build as we go. I mean, a lot of this is pretty good here, guys. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I think we're fine. You know, we got these troops over here. They have a high level fort at this point, so they should be difficult to defeat. Naval invasions are already challenging as it is, though I can't seem to click on the province there. So I mean, like coastal fort wise, we're level 8, so that's gonna be incredibly difficult for them to attack, even with just the 2 divisions. And we're also gonna move some bombers over there too. So let's go and start getting this set up, guys. I think we're just gonna declare war in August and just get what we can done before the winter. I mean, it's not gonna be. We're not going to do a lot, but we'll do as much as we can. So many of these guys are still training over here, but they can train over here. We did not get the airbase built yet. Okay, so we'll just put one over there then. And I still have some of them out there flying unnecessarily, but fuel's not an issue, so yeah, I'm not at all worried about it. I do have the air bases built up here, so we can put more planes into the area, but it's kind of low on the priority, I think, so that's the reason why we haven't got that done. Now we do have some room here, so we can put some more planes over there. Which you can see, none of these guys are trained just yet, but we do have all these over here. And, you know, it might overstack it here, but that's okay, because, you know, we have all our allies over there. But, yeah, we'll just bring them all over there now, so we have all of our planes on the front. Yeah, I think this is pretty solid, but we might want to do... I know we got those leaving here, but what we might want to do is take some of these out and let them train somewhere else. Simply because, you know, obviously we're overstacked here. So let's go ahead and move. One of them's already going, right? Or have they already left? Okay, so this is what we need to do. Let's go ahead and move these ones that are trained up. And we'll put these guys here. And that should be pretty close to fixing it. Yeah, and then we'll just move like some of these training ones. Oh, okay, that guy's actually leaving. There we go. All right, so no more problems there. And I think we're good to go. You know, we could go ahead and take these guys and stop them from training. Let them repair real quick. Yeah, because this guy needs to repair up. Shouldn't take very long to get these guys repaired, but you know, we're sitting in August right now, so this is pretty late. Well, battleships do take a little while to repair. But let's go and put these other ships into this fleet here. So up to 25 ships. And we needed 21 screens to cover this fully, but we do have these guys. They would, I would assume, they would be assisting in that, since that they would go to anything they had found there. So we should be fine, I think, as far as screens go. And yeah, these guys are done too, so put them over there. But once we add the other battleship in there, then it's 8, and then you need a 24 to fully cover it. The Commonwealth of the Bahamas has joined the North American Alliance. Okay, that shouldn't affect us at all. We did get a military factory, probably from one of our subjects, I would assume. And we can also see if there's any more stuff we can build. I know we're running a little bit lower on the equipment now. We don't want to build any more than what we have, since we're about to join this conflict. So it would be wise to not build too many beyond equipment. So yeah, let's just go ahead and pull back on all these. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go to 10. It's fine. We should have left it at that in the first place. So that looks pretty good. So we got more troops training up. We have some troops here that are already done, so we can take these guys. Let me just see how we're doing on heavy tanks here. We have 3 in this army, while this one has 2. So I think we're going to actually put another one here, because this is really the priority front. So we're going to put these guys over here, and then just move one of these light tanks over to here. And then we can also move this light tank over there. All right, excellent. And we have another mountain unit that can move over to this army, so I think we will. And then we'll just take one of those other infantry guys out and have him come over to, well, we're already over here. Just put him into this army, I suppose. We'll move back over there, and eventually we're going to build another army with those guys. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, he'll get out of there. Alright, we got some more military factories. Let me just take a look and see how we're doing on the equipment. I know we're stacked on absolutely everything at this point. So we're in a very good situation when it comes to the war. So really we can just put it anywhere. How are we doing on the support equipment? Because we should be stacked on that as well. Yeah, 20,000. I mean, everything's good except for anti-air. So let's just build more anti-air then. And what's nice is that just requires steel, which we have plenty of. All right, so I think we're ready to go here, guys. Could let them get the full planning bonus, those new troops we put over there, but I think that's unnecessary. I guess you can let these guys get out of there off the front, but that's pretty good. And it looks like we're able to get a land doctrine before we start. All right, so that's helpful. This is going to enable the backhand blow. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that. And then, we'll get that last one soon. And at that point, you're just swimming in army experience. All right, so I think we're ready to go. August 22nd, be the time of the war here. All these troops should be in their locations. They're just training up. We could go ahead and give them a commander, I suppose. Oops, whoa. It's going to be like a defensive guy. That's what we'd want to do. Somebody who's good at defense and maybe infantry. Suppose you could do Wilhelm here. Yeah, we'll put him in charge, and you can move him over to the defensive field marshal as well. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Like I said, we could put more troops over here. They seem to just want to put them right there for whatever reason, because I guess it's, I'm not entirely sure why they want to do that way. So we could put another one so you have one there, I suppose. Hopefully you get one to go over there. I don't really know where these guys will go, but yeah, you can send them over there. You can get the full 24 divisions here, but we're not attacking this way, so they're just going to be sitting there. Not really all that useful. And they shouldn't be attacking us here because we have these high-level forts. And I'm also going to move any fortifications because we have till December with that bonus. So any fortifications that we have, we're going to go ahead and throw those up to the top, guys. So we can get the bonus applied to these. I think that'd be useful. We'll put this one here. Alright, so that looks good. I think we're ready to declare war, though. We don't actually have a war goal. Wow, my bad, guys. I thought we had one for some reason. We don't have a war goal, so we need to get one. So let's go and go after the French. If they're the quickest, I assume it's all going to be the same cost, but we can double check on that because we've seen before that some people are cheaper. So 125 days. Wow, that's unfortunate. I can try and declare war on these guys instead if it's going to be cheaper. 125 days. So same amount of cost here. So let's go after the French because it makes most sense, just for role play purposes. That's who we want to fight. Though that's going to be right in the middle of winter when we get access to, well, maybe not. Let me see. Yeah, because we don't have to use it immediately. It's December, so that would give us until February. So, yeah, might as well just cancel that and then wait. Yeah, so clearly we're not going to be doing this just yet, guys. We'll just let Japan do their own thing over here until Russia declares war, until they declare their independence. So yeah, we'll just do this the safe route because I don't want anything to get messed up. So yeah, let's not risk it. So it looks like there's only one choice. Well, though I suppose we can get the torpedo attack. We do have torpedoes on our cruisers. Why not? Let's go and grab that. Boost that up a little bit. Yeah, just trying to get through here. I want this war declared before the end of the episode, so yeah, we'll try and get all the way through to, I guess it would be in March or something like that. There might still be snow on the ground, but that'll be okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. So like mid-September is when we'd want to start the war goal, I think. And we got the advanced artillery. We're moving through these, through all these techs, so there's that. But, so are the French and the British. This is going to be like a late-game war. But we don't typically have those against major powers. A lot of times the late-game wars are, you're kind of picking on smaller countries. So, sometimes you got like the United States or something you got to fight in the late game. This is a very different conflict, though. I think it's going to be interesting. A few people have noted how the campaign has been so much different from past campaigns and stuff. Because we went and picked on all these small countries. Who needs to be deployed that it didn't? Oh, probably these guys here. So let's go ahead and get them set up. And then they can deploy that one unit. But yeah, it has been such a different campaign from past ones. We spent, the first, 14 episodes or whatever it is, kind of picking on small countries. You had some that had a decent amount of strength, like Poland, Ukraine. They were okay, mid-size, I suppose. For the most part, we just kind of were picking on minor countries, though. So we're just expanding the easy way and not really fighting major powers. Would we build here the other attack cruiser? Yes, sir. All right, so we just need to go ahead and put this out here and get it building. And pull back on that. And looks like we got to pull back a little bit further, probably because we're using dockyards for repairs. All right, excellent. Alright, so we're just letting this guy finish up repairing, and I'm glad I pulled these guys back. This did take them a while to get repaired up. They didn't get their full experience. We could train them even further, but again, it just takes so long for them to do it. For them to get the repairs up sometimes. So yeah, I don't want to risk it. You've seen how long this is taking. So once he's done, we're just going to put him into the task force here, and just we're done with training for now. And enemy agent was turned. Alright, so we have access to them now if we wanted to make use of them. But you can see there's a lot of espionage going on right now. Kind of. We captured that operative apparently after we turned him. So I think it was the opposite way there. Just the events happened as they did. Let's go ahead and... Oh, and it saved right there. So we just went into October. I did forget to start this up. My bad, guys. But yeah, this is fine. I feel like Alsace-Lorraine should be what we're going after, right? So let's go ahead and get that started, guys. So basically, the 3rd of February. Again, it doesn't really affect when we declare war. Me taking a little bit of time there because I wasn't going to declare war immediately, anyways. I was going to wait until the winter was over. So that gives us until April, to actually declare war. But we'll probably still do it at the same time that I was planning on doing it in March, is what I'm thinking. We'll see. I don't really know how snowy it gets over here. So we might not even had to wait. I know we're not in winter yet, but I assume there's going to be snow on the ground there. Let's go and go after the excavation next. Let me just see how we're doing on resources. We actually have an excess of chromium, so we can stop trading for some of that, and we can actually get more from the Greeks now, full 80 here. So in that case, you could just go and pull back from the Turks, period. Although maybe you want to trade with them a little bit for the bonus you get into relations for being trade partners. And just pull back from South Africa. Alright, so yeah, now we're just kind of sitting here, waiting till we get the war goal. Keep it on speed 5 though, and yeah, again, this is going to be a fun war, I think, just because the sheer numbers of troops and planes involved. It's going to be crazy. You can just see how many troops they have in each one of these provinces. Attacks are going to be difficult. It's going to favor the defense, very much so. Did they build the forts here? I guess that's the question. No, they have no forts here, so they don't have the advantage of fortifications. Now, I did not build fortifications over here either, so we won't have that, but I was kind of hoping that the number of troops we had would be enough. But maybe not. You can see they outnumber us, so they could even push us back here. That's a real possibility. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Have we started building these air bases up yet? Looks like that's a no. What are we building right now? Oh, we actually finished just about everything there. So we're working on the air bases now. We're getting those built up. We might want to go ahead and build these up as well. Just really start pumping into the air bases, because we're going to need them, guys. As you can see, it's just so many planes that we have and they're going to have. So yeah, I think that would be useful. It's not going to be a big focus on the Mediterranean, of course. We already discussed in the previous episode. But yeah, let's get these air bases built, guys. I feel like that's not the one we want to work on. We probably should work on these ones here. In fact, let's just go and build them all the way up. I think that's the best bet here. As far as radar coverage goes, we could bump it up a little bit more. We got that one going there. Could build one here on the end here, but I don't really know if that's going to be necessary, but we'll go and do it anyway. We're already building up over there. We've got that constructed, and we're all good on this front as well. Do we have air bases here? I don't know if we'll even need those. Probably not. Yeah, I think we'll probably be fine there. We could go ahead and build more supply hubs. As you can see, well, this issue here is the fact that we need to build the rails up. And I think because it's coming from the port here, I believe you only need to get the one level up. I want to say that's it, and then it goes up to 30, and then you're good to go. Here, you got to get up to level 3, and you're coming through level 2s here. This is all coming from the capital here, or from the ports. So again, I think it's coming through here, and so I think if you upgraded like this one and this one, then it'd probably solve the issue there. But I'm kind of feeling like we should just upgrade our rail lines, period, up along here, because of the fact that we have like such a good situation when it comes to our construction, guys. We're doing really, really well. So why not just upgrade it all throughout here? There's other benefits to doing that as well. Yeah, we'll do that one. and just try and get, you know, the whole situation here improved. We don't need to do that one, I don't think. Yeah, just try and get them up to higher levels, you know, going from the capital here. So yeah, just making sure. So these are all 25 here, but then you get to the 20 right there. So where is the bottleneck? Probably, well, right here. Could go that way instead, but this one's easier. So you can get that up to like level 3. And just kind of improve the supply coming through here. So we'll see what that looks like once we get all that done. Just really work on the rail system, I suppose. Why not? Well, we got time. We got plenty of time, guys. So yeah, we're working on that. Working on the air bases as well. Finished up the forts here, so these are all like level 10 forts over here. They're not going to be breaking through this area. I suppose if you even wanted to, you can even build forts up along here because we got to December, so we'd want to take these up to the top. But yeah, if you just wanted to get like an extra little combat bonus for any area that you're defending in, you don't want to get too crazy with it. I don't think just level 2s is probably fine. But yeah, if you wanted to just ensure that if you do fall out on the defense, which is a real possibility, because they have so many troops, that you're getting that little 20% modifier there. Well, that's incredibly helpful. So yeah, we'll just build level 2 forts, not get too crazy with it. And besides, we're only going to get the modifier for a little while longer. Some point in December is when we lose that. We did get the logistic companies, excellent. Well, we could go ahead and continue with the reconnaissance, get those bonuses. We do need ME bonuses as well. Let's go with the signal company though. Help out those infantry. And do we have any tanks done? We do. So I'm really trying to get the heavy tanks onto the front. So what I think we're going to do is one into here. And then one into Guderian's army. And then take out those light tanks. Bring them over here. Alright, excellent. Do we have any other tanks done? No, we don't. Alright, well, wait a minute. Take that back. We got one over here. Alright, so we got them up to 16. So it's almost 2 full-size tank armies here. And yeah, it's probably a good thing we are trying to get those rails fixed. Because yeah, there's limitations in all those areas. That's really what's impacting us here. We just can't get enough supply through the rail systems. So we need to build that up. You could also do supply hubs as well if we need them. I don't know if we actually do. I mean, this one's providing supply for a large area, so you could say another supply hub there would be useful. This one you got 2. I feel like another one here would be useful. Yeah, I think that one would be quite helpful. So you know what, we could build one there. And then you want to take that up to the top because those things take forever. I don't even know if we'll get done in time actually. And then you can even build one here, just get another supply hub just to further your supply capabilities. Let me just see where these are at. Yeah, there's not really a lot of hubs over here. So yeah, you could go ahead and get this one as well. Take that up to the top, and then what you need to do is obviously get that one connected to the rails there. So we just go like so. And take that up. So yeah, we just get all that done. Just keep on improving our supply situation because we're pumping so many troops on these front lines here. Even the Swedes are spying on us, really? Okay, we'd probably just put them into the southern front is what I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll just take these guys and put them into the southern front. And then we'd want to give them the mountain troops over here. So yeah, we'd just like tick them back that way. And oops, that does... And we got to put these guys in a separate army, of course. Obviously. So yeah, let's go and put these guys down here. We'll get their color changed at another point in time. It's not a problem, but what we do want to do is make sure that any mountain troops that he has go into here. And we'll just take the infantry and fill it in. Alright, so that'll work. Let's go ahead and get the anti-tanks going next. Now we need to put those on the ships, so you're going to only want to build one more of the cruisers here. So just build one more of those, and I never did take a look, and I suppose we can go and replace the anti-air here as well. I never did take a look at the new howitzers that we got. So yeah, we could try checking those and seeing if that's something we want to do. I don't know if I want to do it right this moment. Might be when you want to like build a whole new model, I think. Yeah, you could change this out, but then you'd have to also change out the turret of course, but just kind of looking to see, how this looks here. You are obviously going to affect this speed there, reliability as well. But yeah, you're getting a lot of soft attack. Piercing goes up as well. Lose a little bit of breakthrough. But yeah, that's not bad here, guys. But again, we'll have to switch out the turret. So I just feel like if you're going to do all that, it just would make more sense to do that when we get the 1944 tanks, which we haven't been researching tank stuff. Let me just see what's all available here. So actually, I said 1944, but it's 1943. So we should have been researching that this year, and we haven't yet. Those are the super heavy tanks. I don't know if we'll go for those guys. They're kind of a ridiculous waste of production. The stats absolutely do not justify the production costs. I suppose you could say that's historically accurate as well. But yeah, I don't know if we'll go for those primarily because I know with the heavy tanks we're kind of just building extremely expensive tanks that we're going for stats. So it makes sense with what we're doing in this series to get them. Problem is I just don't know if we'll be able to get them researched and produced in time. So yeah, I think we're not going to get those. I'd probably prefer to just stick with the heavy tanks. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking, but I was thinking we'd probably just go with that. But yeah, we should have been researching that already. So next research slot that opens up, that's probably what we should get, which would be, well, that works out. Well, that's actually the night vision. So we'll actually use that on the tanks. I completely forgot that we needed to get those. So we'll get those researched. And I'm hoping we can get to this war here in this episode, guys. But yeah, I took too long to start the justification. Americans could end up attacking the French. Probably not. Yeah, I don't see the Americans getting involved here. They're attacking anybody that would attack us, I would assume. We can get more planes out there. It's been months since I got all these guys training, but yeah, you can see we've got stacks and stacks of planes here. And if we've gotten room in the air bases, we'll want to put those out there. I don't think we've done it yet. Yeah, we have not built up the air bases just yet. They're still being constructed, so there's just no room for them, unfortunately. Yeah, because it's all filled up here. We did build a bunch of space over there, so you could put some more naval bombers over there. And I suppose we will. I don't know why I built that up that high. There's kind of unnecessary. You didn't really need that built up to that high level. I did it just because, I suppose. Maybe we could use it later, I suppose. And here, that's right, we want to make sure we're getting the tanks, guys. So we can go and get these if we wanted to. There are ahead of time, though, for another month. So it's best to start with the actual heavy tank models there. When did we get those done? 174 days. So probably not. So yeah, definitely not before the war starts here, guys. But that's okay. We do have one unit that apparently is no longer experienced here. Not sure what happened with that. Maybe tick losses of attrition. We do have so many troops up on these fronts. What we might end up having to do is stop supplying our allies because this is stretching our supply out a bit. So you might have to do that. I'm trying to improve it through, getting the rail system built up. And yeah, we don't need to spend construction on that. Right now we're working on getting the, we're doing the supply hubs. But right now we're trying to get, we no longer get that effect either. But right now we're trying to get the air bases built up. Kind of. I mean, I guess we're not even to the air bases. It's supply hubs, the port over there. That probably is pretty high level. The reason why I got it such a high level, though, is so we can do a naval invasion from there in the future and put lots of troops over there. And, these are probably not priorities. So, let's go ahead and tick these down. Because we're no longer getting the bonus for fortifications. So you don't really need to get those right now. Same thing with all this. Oops, we don't need to do this right now. This can all be done later. That would be helpful, I suppose, though. But yeah, a lot of this stuff, I think, doesn't need to be at the very top. Let's try and get these air bases built. Because yeah, I was hoping we'd have them done by now. Oops, this was supposed to be down at the bottom. Messed that up. Must have accidentally ticked it to the top. Yeah. And then, yeah, we don't need to repair these right now. So just throw those down the bottom. Yeah, again, we're waiting until February here. Let me just see how it looks in December. There's no snow on the ground. I probably didn't need to wait. I don't know when they get their snow here, if they ever do. I would assume they get some snow in the winter. But you do have the situation here. There's definitely going to be some snow here eventually, I imagine. At the very least, you're getting it here, but that would actually help you because you're getting in on the defensive bonuses. Yeah, so I probably didn't need to wait this long, guys. We probably could have started the getting the war goal as soon as we opened up the episode, and at this point, we'd be able to invade them. So yeah, I think I shouldn't have waited. So that's unfortunate, but here's what it is. Let's go ahead and get these troops going over to the Russian front, which means we can also increase the frontier. So let's go ahead and just tick these guys back some. And then what we'd want to do is also tick back the Green Army here. I'll let this Purple Army cover a bit more. And I thought I stretched them over. I did not. Alright, just kind of change up the fronts here. Get more troops onto each province. And we'll slowly continue to do this as we get more and more troops. And we put these guys over here as well. Excellent. And how many mountain troops do we have over here? We have 8. All right, so I think that's a pretty good number. We got the magnetic detonators. I think we're going to stop getting naval stuff here now and try and get some more infantry things over here. And, you know, actually, let's really focus on the tank stuff. We're going to get the armor protection and the engines because we might need those. I don't know if we will need them or not. And unfortunately, Bulgaria is going to cause us some problems. We need to build something there. Doesn't really matter what. Looks like they're all filled out when it comes to military factories and stuff. So you can't build that. So really it's just like air bases or radar. Yeah, build some radar over here in their territory. Again, not really that we need it or anything, but just to get some points in there. What else might we want to get here? There's not really anything that we need to build there. That would be all that helpful for us or them, for that matter. I suppose you could build like a coastal fort in their ports. Just to get some points here. And what we'll do is we'll tick up the forts up to the top just because those are the quickest, I think. If you're getting just the 2 easy ones. So I'll throw those up there just so they don't raise their autonomy level. We don't want that. We're still building. And so we could go ahead and continue doing the construction engineering, I suppose. But I do want to start getting the autonomy tick down of all of our subjects. We do have a military factory, so let's going to get this assigned. Again, it's really not. There's really nothing we need except for anti-air. Apparently, it's just the anti-air that we're struggling with. So let's go and put a full 15 into there. And how are we doing on anti-tanks? Yeah, we're doing pretty good there. Yeah, there's just really nothing that we need. So we could go for more tanks and just have to trade for more tungsten, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that works. Let's just go up 12 here and number 5 there. Where did we get all these military factories? We just got a bunch of military factories somehow. I'm not entirely sure where we got these all from. I'm guessing autonomy all ticked up in multiple places at the same time. That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah, because we just got a ton of it. A ton of military factories just out of nowhere. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just put it into stuff for the heavy tanks, I guess. And we can also build some more heavy tanks. Yeah, it's just a ton of factories here, guys. So this is going to require more tungsten than we really have. So let's just go into the fighters then. And now we got to trade. We got to trade for all the tungsten and the chromium and all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to keep on giving it to the Portuguese. They're getting a lot of factories from us. So let's go with Turkey as well. Just get those resources going. That means we'll have less civilian factories. How are we doing on civilian factories? We still got a lot. So yeah, not really a problem here. Alright guys, so I don't think we're going to wait if there's no winter snows here. Which I can't really see here, but yeah, there's no winter snows. I was thinking there would be, but captured a Russian operative as well. Yeah, there's no snow, so we didn't need to wait for the end of the winter. But one advantage here is that we are getting some doctrines done. Well, there's that. But yeah, I would prefer to not have waited. And instead to have got the war started a little bit earlier. I think that would have been better to get done. I mean, we started, what, in May, I think? Is that when we started the episode? So yeah, we would have had the war started months ago. And now at this point, we're not really going to get to do much in this episode. And it doesn't help that we're having to do all this construction as well. So let's go and get the light cruisers We got the last radar here, so we're going to get that added on. And again, I don't think there's... Well, there's anti-air, that's right. I forgot about that. So we got to change all the anti-air up too. So yeah, let's get all that changed. I think that's it. That's the only anti-air we have on here. We don't have new torpedoes or anything. So yeah, let's go ahead and save that. And then get those guys constructing. We want to deploy those over here and give them the full dockyards. Alright, so yeah, this one will be done here in March, this one on 14th of February. So we're going to have to make more adjustments. But I think we get this before then, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 3rd of February. So I'm just going to declare war as soon as we get that. Alright, here in 1944, that's where we're going to be having the start of the conflict. Let me just take a look how we're doing on supplies. Yeah, we did get, because of that one construction there, that's all you got to do to get that up because it's coming from that port there. But yeah, we did get the war goal here, guys. This one here, on the other hand, we didn't finish the construction just yet. So yeah, still having a few supply problems there. But yeah, even then, with the increase, you're still seeing some minor supply issues, but it's not a big deal. Let's go and declare war, finally. Alright, so we're going to call our allies in. Of course, the British are going to come into this conflict. All of our allies will come as well. And let's go in and get this all set up. So these guys are going to continue doing their current mission on the strike force. We'll go ahead and add in these 2 light cruisers. Get their screen numbers up. Almost where you want that to be at. This force is pretty small, but we're only patrolling these areas here, so hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. We could go ahead and continue mining up, but we only want to mine this area, of course. I suppose you could have patrol these areas here. So yeah, we'll let them do that. And let's go ahead and get all the submarines out there doing their missions. Convoy raiding all throughout this area. As you can see, we do not control the seas here. We're probably going to lose an absolute ton of submarines, guys. Just go ahead and expect that to happen. Again, I'm planning for it, so I'm not too worried about it. The ones here should be over here instead. They get better coverage there. All the naval bombers here assigned to the English Channel. You can see we do have more space here, so that's excellent. They're not getting full coverage there, so we really need naval bombers over here if you want to be able to cover the entire thing. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go and take these guys. They're going to cover here for us, just in case we end up having to defend. That's a real possibility. Then we all have all of our space here. Wow, yeah, we need to get them thrown over there. So we did get this built up, but then I didn't do anything with that. So let's go and throw them into the northern French region here. Here you actually have 2 regions, but we're not going to attack that way. We're only going to attack this way. So we're just going to put them all over here, and maybe just have these planes over here cover the Alpine region. So yeah, all these guys are going over here. Stupid number of planes. We're going to want to have more ground crews there as well. These guys here will be in the Alpine region to cover us on defensive purposes. They'll come over here as well. We have the tactical bombers, and I was going to have them help out here, but you know what? I think we're going to have them bomb the British instead. So let's move them over here, and we're going to actually do some strategic bombing. Start getting some war score. And, you know, I don't think we're going to have any personal preference for anything. We're just going to let them bomb whenever they bomb. Let's just do the strategic bombing. So yeah, no real preference. You could select everything if you wanted. I guess we could do this. I don't think there's going to be much that we don't want to bomb, though. Yeah, there's really not much that we don't want to bomb. So we'll just let them. You didn't need to check all that. That would have been the same as just leaving it as is. Yeah, we'll move them over there. We probably have tactical bombers over here, too, that can go. We already have the 600 there. So where would we want to bring these? We built that one, too. I think they can cover. Yeah, they can cover here, so you can just move them over here. And just put like a stupid number of tactical bombers bombing the British. You could also do tactical bombing in France, though, I suppose. Or even do logistic strikes. I think that's what we should do. Move them over here and have them do the logistic strikes. Maybe have like these 3 do logistic strikes. So yeah, we'll do that. And then, yeah, I just need to get all the planes moved in. So we done these guys, right? Yeah, we done all these. These guys here. We'll see how many planes they put here before I assign those. Let me just wait. Because, yeah, I don't know how many planes they're going to put over here. We want to make sure we control that. In that case, they'd be over here. Alright, so these naval bombers here, what we'll do is have one of them go over here. And then I think we're going to put 2 of these over here. More naval strikes. We also would like to put some fighters over there. This puts us at 1800, so we need to bring 1 fighter wing over there for the channel. Maybe I should bring more, in fact. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose you could make the argument to bring more. So this is what we'll do. We'll have these guys cover the Benelux region. And then we'll have this guy here, the 1 fighter here, cover this for us. And then you can just move this close air support one. Move him over here. Help us out right there. And just tons and tons and tons of planes, guys. We have so many planes. So yeah, we'll just move these guys over here. And we can kind of just adjust as we go based on how the situation looks. So I'll move some more over here. What I was thinking is maybe have these guys cover this region here. Yeah, it's just like a stupid number of planes. Again, this later game, it's a lot of micromanagement. Quite a bit, guys. But yeah, we've got a lot of planes there, but that's still not going to be enough. I'll tell you that right now. That's not going to be enough. We should probably just take all of these. Well, that won't be. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. Move them over here. Alright, so that looks pretty good. And we have air wings. Let me close this real quick. Ooh. Looks like we got 1 tactical bomber over here. Okay, so I'm glad I clicked on that. So we can get them assigned. I don't think there's any room anywhere. We probably need to wait and let these guys move around a little bit because I don't know how this looks right now. So they're going to pull the British in. We've got the planes out there. We got the ships out there. I think there's 1 more air wing here. I was going to have them bomb here. Trying to maybe bomb the Mediterranean fleet, the French Mediterranean fleet. We could also take like 1 more. Get 1 more out there of naval bombers because we got, as you can see, we have planes in the stockpile. Plenty of planes in the stockpile, guys. Yeah, quite a few of them. We need to get the 1944 planes now. There's so much stuff we need to get because it's in a. Yeah, we're in a new year now. So we're at 2,800. I mean, that's a good number of planes, but it's not going to be enough. I'll tell you that right now. We'll have to put more over there. Let's go and slow this down a bit, and we're going to go and start the attack here. The British aren't pulled in yet, so it's going to look more successful than it actually is meant to be here. We're going to attack right there, and we're going to attack right here. And we'll see if that works out. And then we're going to want to attack here. And we're just going with the tanks for right now. I'll bring the other ones in a little bit. And then with these guys, let me just wait to see how we're doing on these attacks now. Alright, so the British have already been called in. So yeah, they'll get pulled in these battles here. It looks like we just want to spread these out a little bit. We're also getting the assistance from the Italians. And they're attacking us here and actually having some success there. That's interesting. A lot of troops here, guys. Stupid number of troops. Let's have 1 of these guys support this attack. Just kind of tick up the chance of winning there. We are actually losing here. Okay. Nobody's going to attack up along these fort lines because that would be stupid. How are we doing in this, guys? Currently controlling. They don't have any planes. That's weird. Did they put them all over here? They don't have any planes over here. You know they got planes. They just haven't put them here yet. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. Like, where are all their planes? That's really strange. Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing with their planes right now. But yeah, they got to be involved in that. Remember, the Spanish are involved here as well. I didn't jump on this front. We're just going to invade from our own territory. But it's something we want to watch. Of course, there's the Italian front as well. So lots of different borders here. Looks like we're holding out there. Of course, we're losing there. We saw that. And we've already sunk a British light cruiser. We threw a lot of planes into the sky here, guys. So yeah, we'll see how this ends up going. British destroyer sunk right there. All right, excellent. And we are looking at potential naval invasions over here. So we might actually need to cover. And then there's also potential naval invasions of Greece, but I'm not too worried about those ones. So yeah, we will want to go ahead and start covering some of this territory over here. So what we might want to go ahead and do, let me just see here. We need to train more troops. So let's go and get some more troops training up, because we have the equipment, obviously. And then let's get more iron hands. And remember, we don't want to have any actual shortages here. And we got the ability to just build tons of light tanks. Well, let's do that for now, I suppose. And then we want to get the infantry going as well, which we got to start another line here. So let's go and get them building, because we don't have any smaller designs for defense. We could do that because we have army experience. But yeah, what I want to do is use these so that looks like we're short on anti-air. That's right, we knew that. We'll just do the 5 for now. It's fine, we'll do 10. But what I want to do is be able to have those troops to be able to use elsewhere. But for right now, let's just take these guys. They're not done training yet. But what we'll do is go ahead and put them here anyways until we get more. Just put them into like a separate army, bring them on down here, and then just give them the order to cover the ports. As of right now is what I'm thinking. So like, maybe right. Obviously we need to cover all this here. Yeah, we got to cover that one. So we'll cover any areas here, and we'll just add troops as we get them. Really, they could end up attacking. I'm not going to attack that one. Anywhere up along here is a possibility. You can see they need 7 divisions, so we are short.
All right.
That's okay. And we are not going to have them train. Yeah, we'll just have them fight this way for now. So they'll get over there and make sure that they can't easily take a port from us. That's the idea anyway. Of course, if they do any attacks over here, they have to engage our submarines and our naval bombers. Look at all these light cruisers sinking. Yeah, we're just wrecking their fleet right now. All this is green at the moment. Yeah, all this is looking fantastic. Despite the huge number of troops we are facing, we're in a very good position here. Let's go and send some infantry in here since we want to get this done a little quicker. Send those guys in. And you know what? I'm even going to assist here. I was going to send troops over here, but let's go ahead and do that anyway. Let's take these guys, have them assist the Italians here. And support that. Alright, so just got to make those go a little bit quicker. We do have the war propaganda. None of that's necessary, so we'll just say we don't need to be notified of that. And let's see what we've done here. So yeah, I mean, we have a lot of planes out there. Let's take a look at the skies now. Did they put any planes out there? They do. Alright, so now they have planes. Took them a little while to get out there. Probably don't need these guys here. But we do dominate the skies just about everywhere, with the exception of the channel. So what we could do is actually take some more planes and bring them over there. Do we have any more room here? We actually do. So let's take more fighters, since we've got them. Though, we're going to need to get some more planes pulled out of the stockpile. Let's bring these guys over here. And could get more close air support coming over here. Also, I did forget about these guys. So let's bring them in. And is there room there? There is room there. I might have built that up some, though. Let's bring them some more close air support to help them out over here. Just kind of help the Italians out where we can. Alright, so looking pretty good all throughout here. Again, might not need the planes in these areas, and then we'll send them into northern France for more overkill, more planes. We got 600 here on air superiority. It seems that they very much are focusing on the English Channel. Yeah, they have 100 bombers over there. So yeah, we clearly need more planes here. Also, we're probably going to lose a lot of tactical bombers since I'm not helping them with fighters. We're not covering them. So yeah, we're going to lose a lot of tactical bombers over there because they have a lot of fighters here. So we could even bomb somewhere else if we wanted to. if it gets too risky, if we just see ourselves losing too many planes there. We could send them some fighter support, but as you can see, it's far too many fighters there. They did bring a submarine in here. Okay. We do have these guys covering this region, right? Yes. Yeah, they're coming all throughout here because we're mining that up. Alright, so, you know, lost some planes there. These are troop convoys through here. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of stuff to watch with all the things that are happening here. We haven't pushed forward here, but we're currently defending. So we have to wait until the defense is over. But we can go ahead and push forward here now with all the tanks. And once we finish up this defense, we'll push forward there. Still trying to get the win here, it looks like. Haven't quite got it, but almost. And we've already got a naval doctrine here. So let's go ahead and get... I'm thinking... I almost want to get something for the submarines. Let's go ahead and do that, guys. The submarines are in the exposed positions. So they're the ones at risk of being sunk here. Losing lots of planes. Luckily, we have lots of planes. And let me just see if there's anything else we can pull from over here. It looks like we still have the close air support. We could put them on naval bomber duties if we wanted to. But let's go ahead and get some more out here. Train it up. Close air support, and we're going to want more fighters as well. So let's just go ahead and duplicate this. That looks pretty good. I want to pull them all out since, you know, we are taking losses now. And then the fighter twos. We'll get these guys out there as well. Get them training and duplicate. There we go, beautiful. We can also get more close air support out there, or excuse me, tactical bombers out there. I'm sure we have some built up. So let's go and get those guys. Training up, and my bad. And go ahead and duplicate this. There we go, beautiful. So get those guys training. Don't really need to train them. We could just put them over there without the training. But I'm not too worried about it. As you can see, we are winning here. This is going fairly well so far, and it is a shame that you know, we're gonna have to end the episode here. Right as all this exciting stuff is happening here. Now getting across the river here is gonna be a pain. Maybe they're so weak, it might not actually be that difficult. Let's go with these guys here, and we don't want to send all of these. Attack here. All right, so those are gonna be easy victories. They're all weakened now, so things are much easier to progress. So let's go ahead and take half the attack over here, and that one's maybe not going to be a win. We'll see. What we can do here is actually reduce. We don't need to cover defensive. Tanks are just pushing forward. That's all they need to do. Alright, so we've got potential invasions. Yeah, it looks like we do have an invasion here, and unfortunately we didn't get our troops there soon enough. So it does look like they might break through there and get a win. It's, as of right now, it's saying that we're going to win. But yeah, it's not looking good. So we might want to go ahead and do, I send tanks to assist. So we'll just leave one light tank in here, or you know what, even better, let's just go and deploy some of these troops here. Can't deploy anything here. Can't deploy those though. And then we'll just take the tanks that are trained and then put them into this army to go assist us over here. Because as you can see, it's a little risky there. He's got 6 divisions attacking. So we'll see. With the submarines, hopefully they'll attack them and start sinking those. We'll see. We have the naval bombers that will be bombing as well. A lot of exciting stuff here, guys. We got the anti-tank upgrade. All right. So we can go get the next one. I think we might wait to do that, although I do want the advanced heavy cannon. We might already have that, though. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll go and get it. We'll knock it out real quick, because it's the last thing we need there. So unfortunately, that is going to have to be the end of the episode. We can go through all these little naval battles here and see. I mean, we didn't sink anything. Just lost some planes, did a little bit of damage to them, apparently. We're not going to take expeditionary forces. They can bring their troops over here. I just don't need to control those dudes. We will take their Lend-Lease, though. Why not? Because anti-air is the one thing we actually do need. We might need to put more factories in that. I'm really surprised they're able to get through here Yeah, they're able to get through here apparently. I didn't expect that. So what we actually need to do is then put some naval bombers over here. Now we do have naval bombers. Let me see if there's any over here not doing anything. No, we're using them all. So let's go ahead and take naval bombers and put them over here then. Yeah, I didn't think they'd be able to get through the straits, but apparently they can. So yeah, we have a lot of naval bombers though. So get them flying overhead over here. And you know what, let's get another air wing over here since we're actually seeing battles here. So it would be useful to get some more assistance. And you know, we're not training these, and that's okay. We're attempting to bomb the French fleet here. They might be over here as well, so you could bomb like... Oh, you know what? We might end up losing this because I don't know if the Italians can hold Sardinia. Hard to say. We have so much going on right now. This is the way the skies look. Despite everything we got here, it's still not enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these guys over here. Yeah, because clearly they got a lot of planes there. 1,400 fighters, and yet somehow they're competing. That's interesting. We'll leave these 600 here, though. Just because, I mean, what we could do is take... Let me see where these guys are at. Oh, they're all over here, so you need to move them over here to have them cover the English Channel, because we don't control that right now. Alright, so let's just go ahead and take a look at these battles here. We got that destroyer sunk, and that's it. This is definitely risky here. You know, we lose that, we're going to be in a really bad position. So hopefully we can stop that invasion. We're doing great on the invasion of France, though you can't see that there's the sheer number of troops here is starting to cause us some problems. We're actually losing these two battles here. So we might want to do is just end those for right now. Yeah, and then just let us get a little bit of a planning bonus going, and just get all the infantry over here to help us out. And then we'll try and launch the attack again. Over here we're doing pretty good. I think we're gonna really push forward here. I think this is where we're gonna see a lot of success, honestly. Yeah, I think we should do very, very well here. Do they have... I don't think they have any forts here. They don't have any forts in that province, so we'll keep the attack going there. We're not going to help out here. We'll just keep our guys for defense. Though I am tempted to attack right there. Yeah, I'm tempted to attack right there. But yeah, we'll see what we can do next episode, guys. We do want to take a look at the casualties. The war just started, but I bet there's going to be a lot of dead people already. Yeah, look at this, guys. So we've taken 3,000 casualties, 2.4 thousand by the French, 541 by the British. But look at what we've done over here. 42,000, 42,500 to the French. So very, very good. While with the British, we've already killed 56,000. Wow, that's insane. That must be like troop convoys that we sunk. I don't recall sinking a ton of troop convoys, though. So I'm not entirely sure. I know we sunk the ships, but there's not a lot of manpower in ships. Yeah, that's a lot of casualties for the British guys. I'm a little surprised. And then, of course, you have this front here. A lot have already died there as well. But yeah, just looking at the sheer manpower, you know, they're at 4-point-something million. We're at 6 million. So we have the manpower advantage for sure, just because of all of our allies over here. We have 84% of the war participation. They're pretty close to being equal, you know, 58%, 41% here. And, you know, you could look at, you know, how we're doing divisions in comparison and factories and all that kind of good stuff. The main thing to note here is that we've taken, our side has taken half the casualties that they have. And it wouldn't even be that if it wasn't for our allies of Holland, Spain, and of course Italy have taken a lot of casualties. So yeah, that's going to result in them getting a lot more war participation than they should be getting. But yeah, we're getting that bombing bonus here since we're bombing in both France and in Britain. But yeah, this is a fun conflict. I'm looking forward to continuing it in the next episode. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one. And thanks for watching.